sometimes a design is just too far ahead of its time. A prime example might be this Beechcraft Starship. The Burt Rutan-designed Canard twin pusher was a child of the 80s. It was the first all-composite certificated business aircraft. For being the first, it paid many penalties: regulatory, cost, production. The resulting product was much heavier and far more expensive than the company ever envisioned. In the 90s, Raytheon Aircraft, the Beechcraft parent company, worked to get all the Starships back and ground the fleet. But a few survived. AOPA Live's Paul Harrop shows us this technological marvel still flies strong.
We're taking off from North Texas Regional Airport in a truly rare machine.
They're touching a Starship, taking the runway for departure now.
Starship, take me with you.
They were touch and go,
I'll say that.
Of the 53 Beechcraft Starships built, 5 still fly. 4 are in the United States, and Raj Narayanan has 2 of them.
These are not hangar queens. These airplanes fly every couple of weeks or doing some sort of mission somewhere for our business.
And aviators are always excited to see them.
First of all, they're always shocked that there's an airplane still flying.
Raj uses them as a business tool for his company Aerospace Quality Research and Development in Addison, Texas.
You know, I was looking for a very capable twin-engine airplane that had some sort of composite construction.
And Starship fits perfectly into his company's typical mission profile.
Generally from Dallas, we are going out to the West Coast and the East Coast nonstop.
But beyond its usefulness as a traveling machine, the airplane is just cool.
For an owner-flown airplane, the Starship is a very well-behaved, responsible, cost-manageable airplane to owner fly. Flies great, flies like any other airplane. It's heavy on the controls. It's classic Beech design. It's a lot of airplane, lots of redundancy, lots of safety. It's built very, very well. It's a very solid airplane, but without boosted flight controls, it's a handful, and you have to muscle the airplane around.
The other challenge is maintaining a 30-year-old machine that was light years ahead of its time.
Parts are key, and he who has the parts is king. And between the owner of NC-51 out on the West Coast and myself, we've got the lion's share of the hardware on the airplane.
Raj and the other owners intend to keep the fleet going long past their lifetimes.
The problem with the airplane will be the systems. It'll be the avionics, CRT technology. It will be some of the hydraulics and the pneumatic equipment that we'll have to deal with.
But they're stocked and ready to keep the dream of Starship alive.
It's been a wonderful experience. It's been a great learning experience. The airplane has been a dream to fly. A lot of people around the country appreciate the airplane, and so we've been invited to share it with a lot of people, and so that's been a really cool experience. And we use the airplane. We really put it to work.
Paul Harrop, AOPA Live.
You can read more about Raj and his Starships in the March Turbine edition of AOPA Pilot Magazine. So Melissa, I got to fly one once, and it was a fascinating experience. It is a cool airplane, but I got to say the panel is the most bizarre part. I mean, you think it looks weird, kind of unusual on the outside, and it is heavy on the controls, but it flies pretty conventionally all in all. But that panel with all those displays in it, I mean, that was just such a different era from where we are today with all the integrated systems. That was very much a federated kind of system with all the displays everywhere. It was bizarre.
Well, it's nice to see them still flying.
Yeah,
it does look futuristic even today,
it sure
at least
does.
on the outside.